Yeah. But there's, I only have a few questions. Okay. So, y equals c to the kt. So we got this done. All right, there you go. A puppy gains weight w at a rate approximately inversely proportional to its age t in months.
I'm gonna say A.
So the weight is inversely proportional to its age. Okay? So the gain of its weight. So the gain of its weight is dw dt.
T.
Hmm.
Are we sure about this one?
So dwdt equals k over t.
Yeah, was that thunder? I thought it really struck, like, you know,
Not much.
yeah. It was
All right. The next one. The first derivative of x equals that. Find f of 1. And f of 1 equals 9. Find f of 0. So, antiderivative. Antiderivative of the function of the first derivative is the function. The antiderivative of negative 10x to the fourth plus 8x to the third is negative 2x to the fifth.
I can't see that. Plus 2x second.
Remember your c.
I get them mixed up.
So 9 equals negative 2 times 1 to the fifth plus 2 times 1 plus c. So 9 equals negative 2 plus 2 plus c. So c equals 9, right? So f of x equals negative 2x to the fifth plus 2x to the fourth plus 9. If you put in a 0, you get 9. Capiche?
Why are you trying to find the C though? There's no point.
So you could
Wait, is it always equal to the same number that's
so you
on
can
there?
plug it in.
But couldn't you just plug in 0 on the negative 2x5 plus 2x4 plus C?
Lightning strike within 1 mile of my location.
Yeah, I told you I saw lightning strike.
Do you have to switch C there?
It was out by like the golf course.
All right.
Or like Lake Herman.
All right. dy dx equals 1 over x. What is y e to the third? Integrate first. Well, before you integrate, move the dx to the other side. So y equals the ln of x plus c. So what's y? We know that y of e equals negative 2. So negative 2 equals the ln of e plus c. Well, what's the ln of e? 1. So c must equal negative 3. Okay? So then, what's y equals e to the third? So y equals the ln of e to the third minus 3. So y equals, well, what's the ln of e to the third? 3 minus 3 equals 0. E to the third equals 0. Okay.
Oh wait, do that again. No, not you, Rich. I'm talking to Trevor.
All right, for this one, the first derivative of x equals negative 5 times f of x. Negative 5 times the original function. Okay? So what does that tell us to do?
Is this where it's basically like f
That's a good
prime
guess.
of x is like dy over or dx or whatever?
Oh.
Where you can like basically rewrite it and then like push it to the other
How do you
side.
understand this? I hate these questions.
Oh. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you?
No.
Oh, it's dy over dx.
It's definitely C.
That's what I was, what are we? dy, it's like dy over dx equals -5 something. Like, I don't know if it's dy or dx. Huh?
Yeah.
You told me
Yeah.
this is how we did it, how you rewrote it, so then I could move it to the other side. Oh.
Then you have, wait.
Why are you acting
Yeah,
like
because
I'm
then you have y,
crazy?
-5y, isn't that?
I don't know which
Yeah.
one it is. Is it just y?
No, it should be f.
No, because then you have to put 1 over y.
Oh, good call, Ty, because then you ln that
Yeah.
piece,
Then it equals -5 dx.
which is just -5x.
Which is, yeah.
Oh,
And then you
Why?
and then you ln the thingamabob.
ln the thing about. You lost us
No, it makes
Here's my
sense.
there. I know. But
And then you take the e of
You're doing
everything
so
to get
well.
rid of
Sure.
ln. Which is also just c.
that's zero.
Wow. You are
So then 4 equals c e to the -5 times 0.
Which is
So c is 4.
So then
So
C.
e,
y equals
I have no idea who you guys have.
c, so y equals c e to the -5
C.
x.
there's a pattern
CH.
developed.
I mean, C.
CA.
All right.
good job, Callie.
I had the beginning.
All right.
Yeah, Ty would have gotten there without our help.
Let's solve this differential equation here.
It's right. I have this problem.
E to the y dy equals 4 over x dx. Right?
Step 3 is wrong.
Integrate.
I'm kidding.
So e to the y equals 4 ln of x plus c. Okay. Ln both sides. So y equals the ln of 4 times the ln of the absolute value of x plus c, all in parentheses. Ty is correct. Doesn't happen in this class. How do we solve this equation?
Isolate.
So y squared dy equals 3 over x dx. Now what? Integrate y cubed, so it's 1/3 y cubed equals 3 times the ln of the absolute value of x plus c. Okay, so you multiply by 3, so y cubed equals 9 ln of the absolute value of x plus c. And then you cube both sides, or cube root both sides.
Wait, what's the difference between? Is there a difference?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
where
not
the
really
absolute
that
value
close.
signs are.
It's just C.
It's c.
Good job, Ty. Look at you. Oh, these are on there?
A slope field.
Oh.
Now we're looking at this, and I can tell that at 0, when x is 0, the slope is positive. When x is 1, the slope is positive. When x is 2, the slope is negative. When x is 3, the slope is negative. 4, it's negative. 5, it goes back to positive again, and so on. Now, these are trig functions. So you got to remember what's happening here with trig functions. Okay? So, it's either the sine curve or the cosine curve. Now, remembering back to when we did this in trig. Pi over 2, pi 3 pi over 2, 2 pi, 1, negative 1. If we do the sine curve, it starts here, 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 here. Right? And then the cosine curve starts at 1, here, 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 here. Now, these are whole numbers at the bottom, not pi's and pi over 2's and that. What is 3.14159265 divided by 3? It's about 1. This is really close to 1, just a little bit bigger than 1. What's pi? Wait, that's wrong. Pi is a little over 3. This is like 1.56.
That's about half.
Yeah, I did pi divided by 3, not pi. All right, so then this is about 3.14, right? And then 1.57, I guess. So then this would be 4.71 about, and 6.28. Okay, so if we look at the sine curve, at 1, it's probably positive. Yeah, that works. And at 2, we're over here on this side, it's probably negative. Yeah, that works. At 3, it's negative. Yeah, that works. At 4, it's negative. Yeah, that works. At 5, it's positive. Yeah, that works. At 6, it's positive. Yeah, that works.
Is there any other way to do this?
Yeah, this is really confusing.
No.
How do you know if it's positive?
I thought you could just.
The slope. You're looking at the slope. Because this is the slope curve.
Yeah.
And these show us positive and negative slopes in that.
What happened to the thing where you just pick the point and plug it in?
Yeah, I like that better.
Okay, then pick a point and plug it in. What's cosine of 1?
I don't remember.
Put it on your calculator then. Figure out what it
Can you
is.
do that, or is this a trick
Point
question?
something.
Radian. You need to be in radian mode, not degree mode. So change your mode to radians.
I don't know how to work this.
Wait, do I usually just leave it in degree or what?
Usually you have it in degree mode. Change it to radian mode for this question.
So degrees, you go like 360 degrees, radians, you go 2 pi.
Hey, who do I need to pay for prom tickets?
Mrs. Kalhoff.
Alright, thank you.
Page 5.
So it's positive, right? So the cosine of what? 0? What'd you type in? 1. Cosine of 1 was 0.5? Yep. What's the first, but we have to take the first derivative of that because we're looking for the slope there, not what cosine is. So you'd have to basically graph this out like what I did.
Is there a chance that we'll get one that isn't a trig function?
Yep, there is.
So then some of us are gonna get like screwed over though,
Why?
because we get one of these ones.
This is not screwing you over. You just graph out the trig function. Yay. All right. So see how cosine is negative at 1 and it's positive. This says it's positive at 1. So it must be the sine of x. Because negative sine of x would go like, oh, I'm wondering if my stylus ran out of
Could it be the
battery.
cosine of x?
Could it be the negative cosine of x? Maybe it could be. We should check that out.
I have a ton of chemistry.
With your nuts.
I gotta go beg for print
What'd you say? Bag printer money?
cut glass tattoos.
That's so embarrassing.
I only have like $8. I know.
All right. So Truman says, what about the negative cosine of x? Huh. That's good to check out. Negative cosine of x goes like this. So, negative cosine of x is positive at 0, basically. No, it's level at 0, so it would be flat at 0. It'd be positive at 1, positive at 2. Well, this one's negative at 2, so it's definitely not negative cosine of x. So it's not negative cosine of x, it's not negative sine of x, it's not cosine of x, it has to be sine of x. Oh, is that it? Yeah, because I didn't have very much for you guys. I just had a few problems. I had like 8 for you to review.
Okay.
So there are 11 questions. I just went through about 8 of them. That gives you the general gist of what we did this chapter. What?
Can I go talk to the tech dude?
Yeah.